Hey, Bastish B up for 64K and welcome to another episode of New Retro. Okay, if you've never watched this show before, basically I take a look at a new game for an old system, and we also have a look at the inspiration game, the game that might have inspired this new incarnation. And today's games are... So first we'll look at the inspiration game, which is definitely the 1990 release of Turrican by Rainbow Arts. This game is a sci-fi run and gun fans' absolutely dream come true. Jam-packed with massive levels to blast and explore, bosses all over the place, and a huge amount of variation in the levels, which there are 13 of, and tons of enemies and weapon design variations. The game was programmed almost single-handedly by Manfred Trenz of Giana Sisters and Catechus fame, and he throws everything at the screen, pushing the good old C64 hardware to places it never thought was possible. The story is your usual one man against some nut trying to destroy the universe kind of deal, which is pretty standard for these types of games. And although it is a run and gun, it definitely encourages you to explore the levels as they are jam-packed with secret rooms and areas, with many awesome weapons to collect and diamonds to grab. Get 300 of these diamonds and you have an extra continue, so collecting those is imperative to completing this game. Not only does it employ horizontal scrolling action, but certain levels switch to vertical flowing destruction, where you fly around blasting the heck out of anything that crosses your path. And just like the classic NES game Metroid, you can transform into a deadly orb, which makes you invincible as you cut through the enemies and speed through levels, although you can only change into this state 3 times per life. So you better save it for when you find those narrow passages to secret areas or some chaotic screen killing. The game has no in-game music due to everything else melting the C64's boards just to run it, although they do have some really nice intro music by Chris Hulsbeck, and the sound effects especially are excellent. You can also check out Hulsbeck's complete Turrican music soundtrack on the Amiga version, which is really quite excellent. A true classic game, which our next subject definitely drew on for its inspiration. And now let's check out the new game. Steel Ranger was released in 2018 by Cytronic Software and is another game by Lasse Arne, whose previous title, Hessian, is another gem that will be covered on this channel at some point. Just like in the case of Manfred Trenz, although this time it is completely programmed by one man himself, including the music, and is a real feat if you have to consider the quality and size of it. Just like Turrican, Steel Ranger is a run and gun platform exploration game, although there is a much bigger emphasis on story with light RPG elements, as well as you can upgrade your suit and weaponry. The story is humanity has left Earth and is attempting to find another planet to colonize, but run into this machine race bent on human extinction. That's where you come in, as your ship is sent to investigate a planet and crashes, resulting in the start of your adventure. The action is a lot less hectic than Turrican, with the exploration aspect much more prevalent. Tons of weapons and suit upgrades, like being able to transform into the ball like Turrican, and the ability to get jetpacks later on, all add massive layers to an already dense gaming experience. There are no levels, and the entire game is made up of 6 massive sections you can explore by unlocking certain areas to progress. Finding secret rooms, tons of variations on enemies to destroy, never mind all the epic boss encounters, make this really stand out as a top quality C64 title on all levels. Graphics and music are quite excellent, and it plays extremely well with its mixture of exploration and run and gun action. This game is also NTSC and PAL compatible and works perfectly on a C64 Mini as well. So head on over to Cytronic and check it out for yourself. So where can you find these games? Of course, Turrican was an originally released game, released by Rainbow Arts, so you can pick up a physical copy of that on eBay, or check out CSDB, you might be able to find a digital copy of that. As far as Steel Ranger goes, you can pick up a digital copy from the Cytronic website. They also had a physical one available. It's in and out of production, so hopefully you can get a physical copy of that as well. And thanks for joining me, Bastish B at 64K. I hope you had a good time. If you can like and subscribe, that'll be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.